I'm gonna start off with the chatterbait. I don't really know if this is ideal for that though. I think the water's too calm. There's like no wind to speak of. So I might have to switch it up to something a little more finessey, which of course, today I decided it was a good day to leave my Ned rig rod in the car. But I brought my Ultralight instead, because I can only hold 2 rods in my kayak. So I brought the Ultralight along. Maybe I can catch some gills, maybe I can hook into a bass on that thing. That would be super fun. But yeah, so let's get after it and see if we can catch some fish. Caught a log anyway. Gosh dang it. Well, I want my lure back, but I also got a wet arm in the process. Oh, big bass right beneath me. See it right there? So here's the situation we're dealing with. You can probably see through the water there. There's just like bluegill, tiny bass, just everywhere. And then there's a bunch of big bass. I mean, not a bunch, there's probably, I've seen 3 or 4. Bigger bass just cruising through here, kind of keeping an eye on everything. Every now and then there's a big splatter and they push them up into these sticks. And they have just shown no interest in anything I have to offer. Hey, we got a fish. Of course, it's a bass on the Ultralight. Oh, he just realized he's hooked. Took him a while to realize I had him. Come in here. Oh boy. That's why. He's hooked directly in the eyeball. Sorry, bud. Well, I got one. Foul hook though, so it doesn't even really, it's not really fair game. Hooked him right in the eye. Poor guy. That's not a good injury to have, coming from someone who works in an eye care office. So we're gonna let him go. And I deserve that. He splashed me pretty good there. I would be pretty upset too if I got hooked in the eye. But well, I caught a fish. It just kind of feels kind of cheap, since he didn't eat it. Just happened to snag him in the eye. But hey, at least I got to fight a fish today. That was nice on the Ultralight. Pulled really hard, but feels kind of cheap. I'm watching him. Every single one's just grabbed by the tail. Why am I fishing for fish that I can't even probably get this lure in its mouth? Why am I like this? Ah, gosh dang it. It's just tough with those bluegills because they're like That's how bluegills eat. Got a fish. All right, hopefully this one's legit. Oh man, that's a slab. Come on, fish. All right, that's by far my PB crappie. Dude, that's big. All right, yeah, that turned my whole day around just like that. I actually caught it in the mouth this time too. Of all things I would have expected to catch out here today, a big old crappie was not one of them. Look at that thing. That is a quality crappie. Oh, of all things. Well, shoot, let's go try to catch another one. Oh man, see, it's funny how Just one fish can absolutely turn your day around. I was getting so frustrated. Haven't caught a bass. I mean, I caught a bass, but it doesn't really count. Haven't really caught any good fish. And then all of a sudden, bam, big old crappie out of nowhere. And now I feel like today was a success. So it's funny how just quickly things can turn. Got another fish. That's a largemouth. Yeah. The wind's pushed me backwards. I'm trying to keep. Here comes a head shake. Nope, stay down. All right, we got ourselves a largemouth there. This one counts because I caught it hooked her in the mouth. All right, largie. Not a big fish by any means, but they're so fun on the ultralight. So we're gonna get him back. Give him a kiss the camera. And we'll get him back in the water. Yeah, so just like that, having a rough day, feeling down about it, and boom, boom, big old crappie and a decent largemouth. Just like that, the day turned around. So funny how fishing is. So I just got home, and I'm gonna kind of run through some of my thoughts about kind of how it went down out there on the water today. In hindsight, I probably should have just put the chatterbait down and switched to something a little more natural, like swim bait or something like that. With the weeds as low as they were, I probably could have gotten away with fishing something like that with an exposed hook, or I mean, even could have used like a Kitech with a belly weighted swim bait hook. That probably would have been the right move instead of trying to use a chatterbait. Water was just super clear, not a whole lot of wind, so those fish could see it all day, and I know that all that metal's not natural. But anyway, still caught them on the ultralight. That's always super fun. Did make a change there that paid off. Started off with the beetle spin and switched it up to the just a little grub on a jig head there, but yeah, it worked pretty well. I never expected to catch a crappie of that quality out there. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Yeah, and always remember though, until next time, it's fish o'clock somewhere.